The following lesson will help you review what you may already know about fractions. What is a fraction? A fraction is a way to represent equal parts of a whole or set. Fractions can be represented with numbers or pictures. Numerical fractions are represented with two important parts. Let's take a look at those parts. Here we have the fraction 1/4. Do you recall the names for each part of this fraction? If you said the 1 was the numerator, you were correct. Remember, the numerator answers the number of parts being asked about. If you said the 4 was your denominator, you were also correct. The denominator is the total number of parts in the whole. Take a look at this first example. What fraction does the shaded part represent? Here we have a circle that is split into 4 equal parts, and 1 is purple. This fraction would be 1/4 because 1 out of 4 equal pieces is shaded. In our next example, we have a set of squares. What fraction of the shapes are dotted? Well, when I look, I do see 1, 2, 3, 4 are dotted, and I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares in the whole. So, 4/6 of the shapes are dotted. Look at the pictures below. Let's decide if each picture correctly represents a fraction. First, we have this one. I see a square. It is divided up into 9 squares. Some are gray, some are orange. Does this correctly represent a fraction? If you said yes, you were correct. 5/9 of the square is gray, and 4/9 of the square is orange, and all the parts are equal sizes. Now let's look at the second picture. Here we have a circle, but I see 1, 2, 3 parts. Does this correctly represent a fraction? Very good. No, the pieces are not equal sizes, so this does not represent a fraction. Finally, we have a number line. It starts at 0 and it ends at 1 whole. In between, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. We have a dot marked at the second spot. Does this correctly represent a fraction? Very good. Yes, the dot marks 2/6 because it is sitting at the end of the second part of the 6 equal parts. Here's our next examples. In our first shape, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, and 1 is purple. Is this correctly representing a fraction? Great job! No, these are not equal size pieces, so this is not showing a fraction correctly. In the middle, we have this shape with 2 blue parts. Very good. Yes, this shows 2 halves. Both pieces are the same size. Finally, we have a set of hearts. Is this representing a fraction? Yes, it is. There are 5 hearts. 3/5 are red and 2/5 are green. Here are some things to remember. A written fraction has a numerator and denominator. To determine the denominator, you count all the parts of the whole shape or set. The numerator will be the part that answers the question. When looking at a shape or number line, the parts must be split into equal size parts. Thank you for joining me. You guys did a great job about fractions.